Hello, teacher. My name is Miguel Gomez. This is for the semestral project. Well, the story that I have for you is the moon. Sorry, the rabbit on the moon. Okay. Well, I'm going to start. A long time ago, there was a forest in which lived many animals. One of these animals is a hummingbird. I have here the hummingbird. Is a hummingbird. This little hummingbird wasn't important as the other animals that invaded the forest because this little one did a great job, which was pollinating the flowers. Pollinating the flowers of the whole forest. One day he was flying happily and swiftly. He was flying, flying, and flying. From flower to another flower. When suddenly a rabbit came up to him and asked, "What are you doing?" The hummingbird just said, "Working." The rabbit just watched what the hummingbird was doing. The hummingbird flew quickly to another flower. Quickly to another flower, and the rabbit followed. The rabbit followed him. The hummingbird, was amazed to see an animal as fast as him. The hummingbird challenged him to a race. Who will get to the next tree will win. The rabbit accepted, and the race began. Obviously, the hummingbird started flying quickly, and behind him, the rabbit jumping. At the end, the two reached the tree at the same time. And they decide a draw. The two loved, and that day they became very good friends. After that day, the two met in the tree where they made the race. Again, they met. They got together to laugh, run, obviously fly, through the woods together. They were really great friends. One day that they met at the tree, one day they decided to go beyond the river, a place where it was a very dangerous to be because there were hunters and animal traps. They decided to go because they were too fast for the hunters. They gathered in the tree and went into the forbidden forest. When they entered the forest, they will find other animals, but in the forest, when they arrive in the forest, there was no one. Everyone was hiding in the trees. bushes and trunks that were tree. The rabbit said the hummingbird, "We must leave here now." But the hummingbird wanted to continue exploring. The hummingbird found a very beautiful flower, and obviously he get to the flower, but the rabbit discovered that the flower was a fake. The hummingbird flew towards to the plant, and the rabbit went for it, running, obviously jumping as fast as possible because it was a trap. When a dog became out, this is the dog, became out and start chasing them. Chasing them. The goat started barking and breaking the lock. There was no way out to escape. I mean, when they escape from the dog, they go to a trunk. Sorry, they go to a trunk. They got inside, and the dog start barking and breaking the lock. Inside there was no escape. The rabbit said, okay, let's imagine. The rabbit said, "There is a hole there, but I can't go through there. You must go." The rabbit refused. The dog managed to break the trunk, and the rabbit pushed the hummingbird through the hole. And obviously the dog got inside. Unfortunately, got inside the trunk. The hummingbird tried to look for him. Flew as fast as possible to the safe area of the forest. But his friend, the rabbit, was not with him. Tried to look for him, and when he didn't make it, he returned home sad. The next morning, obviously sad for his friend, the rabbit. He was working. Because, he was so sad to lose his great friend. And that when he worked, he became to night and saw a huge light in the sky. That obviously was the moon. He had never seen it since at night. He was sleeping because he was sleeping. Every night, every afternoon, he returned to home in order to rest. He asked the moon to return to his friend, and obviously he cried himself to sleep. The next night, he looked at the moon, the hummingbird, and there was the silhouette of the rabbit on the moon. he was glad to see it, and from that night, he will fly up to the favorite tree. I mean the tree when they made the race, to see his friend on the moon, to tell him about his day and the forest. And well, this is the end of the story. I mean, this is a story that I create from a legend that is a Mexican legend, the rabbit on the moon. And for that reason, well, we have the idea to see a rabbit on the moon, the silhouette of a rabbit on the moon. Okay, so thank you for your attention, and I expect you really like this story, and see you soon.